Morning, everyone. We're just going to have a quick look at the file for my Home Sweet Home interchangeable plaque sign with 16 interchangeable custom drawings that I drew that go into this section here. So what we've got here, very simple SVG file. This thing is set to print on one sheet, this part of it anyways. In the red is all score lines. So when you bring this into Glowforge, this will set up into steps. So you want to make sure that the red score is set first. I like to score at about 50 to 60 power on this. So you can set it for whatever you like, but that's what I tend to like. So what we've got here is I've scored the Home Sweet Home text that I've drew out. The reason I scored that is so that it's easy so that when this prints, you can glue it over top of here. It's just a guideline, but we've also scored all the leaves and the fence posts and added a little bit of a design to the frame just to add a little bit more design impact to the piece. So yeah, so you want to make sure that's set to score. And then the black is set to cut. Very easy. So I will be printing this, I have been printing this on Columbia Forest 1/4 inch plywood, the Pure Bond 10 packs from Home Depot online. And I set my cut power to 150 and full power. So what we've got here is inside here, I put the embossed text that's going to be, when it's cut out, it goes over and glued over there. It's got the little fence and then the spacer for the fence. The reason it's in here is just so that we don't waste any wood. This little piece here will be wasted, but the less waste, the better. So, yeah, and you print that out and you are done. And then this here, the spacer, when it's glued, gets put like that behind and then on top, so that it spaces away from the backer or the plaque that gets stuck into there. So I also have a video of me quickly assembling this just to give you guys an example. So this is just the first look at the file. Then we've got in the package, we've got the backer. So this is basically just printing out almost a full sheet and in the exact same shape as this is, just to add a backing to it. You don't have to do that. I would suggest it. It holds the plaques in nicer. But if it's going up against the wall or whatever, you don't really have to do that. I've created the plaques so they're a little bit snug. They just create a little bit of friction on the sides so that they stick in a little bit better. But you don't necessarily need to add the backer if you choose not to. Also in the package, we've got the inserts, the plaques. So here's all the plaques. We've got Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, you can read. I've done a lot of drawing. So these are all ready to go. And with these, the black outline is set to cut. And you make the blue, that'll be bringing us different steps, go to an engrave. It does take a long time to engrave these. Like any engrave, they just take a long time. I have tried a couple just as score, and they print super fast. I set the engraved part to score, but it doesn't have the same impact. And what it does is it scores the exterior of both lines. It creates a neat little effect, but those print super quick, like 4 minutes per plaque, as opposed to the engrave, which is quite long. So you can choose. I chose to engrave just because it's a way nicer effect. But if you're looking to have them print faster, then yeah, score it by all means. So that's it. That's the file in a nutshell. I'll be adding a README file and this YouTube video to this package. And away we go. Thanks, guys. All right, hey guys, this is the Home Sweet Home interchangeable sign that I've designed. So I've already stained the background here, but this is basically how the file comes out of the Glowforge and how you see the file as I've set it up when you bring it into Glowforge. And the reason is because this part here of the house gets cut out, so we might as well use that piece for these other pieces. So if you look closely here, I've created score lines, and the reason for that is so that we can line up this bad boy here perfectly over here. So we're gonna glue that and clamp it. Once you've lined it up perfectly, that'll go there. And then this part here is the white picket fence. So basically, this part here keeps it away from the base. So it just adds a spacer. This is a spacer, this is the fence, so that the pieces slide in, and without it, the pieces butt up against there, and they're hard to get in. So if you guys want to try just gluing that directly on there, the pieces might slide in. If not, then use the spacer. So basically the spacer gets glued to the back of the fence like that, and then glued on to the bottom of the house just like that. And then the pieces just slide in and like that. And then this whole frame gets glued to the backer. You'll see the other file in the package that's called the backer, and it's basically the same shape, and you can stain that whatever you want, paint it, do whatever you want with it, but that gets glued to there, and that becomes the whole package. And that's it.